Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. In this video, we are going to solve merge sorted array problem. So here the question is, you are given two integer arrays nums1 and nums2 sorted in non-decreasing order, means ascending order, and two integers m and n representing the number of elements in nums1 and nums2 respectively. So merge nums1 and nums2 into a single array sorted in non-decreasing order. So the final sorted array should not be returned by the function, but instead be sorted inside the array nums1. So we can't use sort function because in the question you should not be returned by the function and it needs to be stored inside the array nums1. So to accommodate this, num1 has a length of m plus 1 where the first m elements denote the elements that should be merged and the last n elements are set to 0 and should be ignored. Let's understand this question with the example. It will be easy to understand with the example. So in the example, our nums1 is having 1, 2, 3 elements and length is 3. As mentioned in the question, nums1 has a length of m plus n. So here we are having the nums2 array of size 3 having the elements 2, 5, 6. To accommodate this nums1, it has a length of m plus n. That's why we have the 6 elements. So the first 3 elements are real values of nums1 and the 3 are defaultly set to 0. So if you see, the output is 1, 2, 2, 3, 5, 6, which is in non-decreasing order. So quickly understand the approaches to solve this problem. So first method, we can take one temporary array with 3 plus 3 6 size and we can just compare which one is bigger. Here 1 2 1 is bigger, like that we can compare and we can fill the array. So but we need to return nums1 array, right? So we can assign this temp array to nums1, so we can easily return the nums1 array. But here one problem is time complexity is O of n, but space complexity, as we are taking the extra array, space complexity also O of n. So but we need to do in the efficient way without taking the temp array. So because if we don't take the temp array, then our space complexity will be O of 1. In the second approach, we will compare the elements in nums1 and nums2 and will place in the nums1 array only. So to solve this one, we have to start from the end because end elements are set to 0. So here 1, 2, 3 are the real values of num1. So to accommodate the size, last 3 elements are set to 0. So we can start by storing the elements from right onwards. So first we'll check the last elements from the nums1 and nums2. So here in this case we will check, is 6 greater than 3 or not? Yes, 6 is greater than 3. So among these two, 6 is a bigger. So we'll cross this one and we'll store 6 here. Now our pointer will move to here. And in this case, as we have compared all this, means as we have assigned this number to nums1, so now here we are at here. Now we will check among 3 and 5 which is the bigger. So 5 is bigger, so we'll move 5 to here and then our pointer will move to here. So here already we have copied the 5 to nums1, that's why we'll move pointer to here. Now we will check in between 2 and 3 which is the bigger one. So 3 is the bigger, so we'll copy 3 here and this element will be like that only, so we will override with the next number. So I'm just for clarity purpose I am just crossing this one. Our pointer will move to here. Now we have 2 and 2 both are same only, we can move any one of. So here I am just moving these two. Now our pointer is here. Now among 1 and 2, 2 is the bigger, so we'll move 2 to here. And already the array is in sort only, so we are done with the nums2 elements. Now whatever the elements are remained in nums1, those are already in sorted. So here luckily we have one, so which is the smaller also. So now the final array is 1, 2, 2, 3, 5, 6. So this is the expected output. Before jumping into the problem, let's understand with the one more example. Let's understand the second example with the logic. So here I am taking I value as m minus 1, which is 2, and j value as n minus 1, which is 2, and k value as m plus n minus 1, which is 3 plus 3 minus 1, 5. So now we'll start I from here, and j from here, and k from here. It's fair enough. Now we will check if nums1 of I greater than or equals to nums2 of j, then we'll simply assign nums1 of k minus minus equals to nums1 of I. Else we'll simply assign nums1 of k minus minus into nums2 of j, and will decrement I and j. So that is the logic. So first time we will check in between 6 and 3. So 6 is the bigger, so we will assign 6 here, and now we have to move the I. So now I value is 1, j is at still 2 only. So now we will check in between 5 and 3, which is the bigger one. 5, it is 5. Now I still moves, I is at 0 and j is still 3 only. Still it compares in between 4 and 3. 4 is the bigger, so 4 is here. Now if further decrements, now I value is at minus 1 and j equals to 3. So here we have to return our something like while of I greater than or equals to 0 and j greater than or equals to 0, this loop will runs. So in this case we have to come out of the loop as I value is negative. So still we have the nums2 elements which needs to be assigned into the nums1. So that's why we need to use one more loop. So here we simply check while of j greater than or equals to 0, simply assign nums1 of k minus minus nums2 of j, and will decrement j value. So this is the simple logic. So in this while we just simply assign 3 to here and 2 to here, and then finally 1 here. So this is the simple and efficient approach without taking any extra space. I hope you understood the logic clearly. Let's try to code the same. Here first we need to take the int I equals to m minus 1, comma j equals to n minus 1, comma k equals to m plus n. Our variable declarations are done. Now we need to write the first while logic, where while of I greater than or equals to 0 and j greater than or equals to 0. If the condition satisfies, we have to check if nums1 of I greater than nums2 of j. We need to assign nums1 of I into nums1 of k minus minus. So in the single statement only we are assigning and decrementing our variable values. We need to assign nums2 of j minus into nums1 of k, nums2 of j minus minus. If nums2 has the elements, we need to assign those. Yeah, this is the simple logic. Let's try to run this code. Typo mistake. Yeah, our solution got accepted. Let's try to submit this one. All test cases got passed. I hope you understood the problem clearly. If you have any doubt, please do let me know in the comment section. Please do like and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.